Joining us now, Mychael Schnell, congressional reporter with our partners at The Hill. So, Mychael, do you know first if the Department of Inspector Generals responded to the senator's letter for an assessment here?
So, Kelly, I checked in with Senator Ernst's office shortly before airtime. Her office says that they have not heard back from any of the inspectors general with this request for investigation into productivity with remote working.
All right, thank you for the update. So Senator Ernst points out how veterans are having to wait to get help and talked about what one manager was doing while working remote. Here's the clip.
Overseer for scheduling of veterans care appointments called in to a meeting from a bubble bath and even posted a selfie of it on social media with the caption, "My office for the next hour." Another VA staffer lamented, quote, "It's almost as if this employee is making a mockery of all veterans."
So, Mychael, we know this is just one instance and most likely not common, but has the senator or any lawmaker said anything about ways to keep remote workers accountable while working remotely?
Well, look, Kelly, I think that what some lawmakers are looking for is just to end remote working overall. There was actually a bill pertaining to this in the House back in February. The House passed this bill, and it would end all COVID-related remote working policies and revert the office space policies back to what it was back in 2019. That bill ended up passing the House with majority of GOP voters. There were three Democrats who voted for it, one Republican who didn't vote with the party. It hasn't yet been taken up in the House, but there was a fierce debate on the floor about whether or not this bill would be necessary and just about COVID teleworking policies in general. A lot of Republicans brought up the point of, maybe productivity may be down. There are some concerns, as Senator Ernst is voicing now, about taxpayer money. But some Democrats were also noting that, look, there comes a lot of benefits when you talk about remote working. It helps people with disabilities, people who are immunocompromised. It even expands possibilities for individuals who are in rural areas. So in terms of how to sort of fix this issue, I think it depends on who you talk to, because people can see it from a variety of different perspectives.
Well, I think that's a great point. So what do you see, Mychael, as the next step in all of this?
Well, look, I think that in terms of messaging, we're going to continue to hear about this. Senator Ernst put out this push at a pretty strategic time, I believe. She put out sent the letters to the inspectors general just before the Senate was coming back into session. She used, as Joe pointed out, her remarks during that press conference to talk about this. She also gave a speech on the Senate floor, again, talking about this matter. So I expect that we will continue to see a push from the senator and potentially some of her colleagues on this matter. We could potentially see some talk about that House bill. I think the odds of coming up in the Democratic-controlled Senate are low, but nonetheless, there could be advocacy about it. And of course, as we now say goodbye to summer and get into the fall, people are back into full force working days. I think that we'll see a lot more conversations about just teleworking overall.
All right, Mychael Schnell, thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.